Let's bring in founder and president of American Frontier Strategies, Mehek Cook. Look, I understand the argument. Wearing street clothes makes it, in their argument, less likely that he would be judged by the jury like he would be if he was in jail garb. Should the judge grant that request, Mehek?
Todd, I think this is a very interesting and important constitutional question today, because what the defense is arguing is exactly what you said, that the minute you see somebody in jail clothing, you're immediately going to think guilty. And they're actually citing the Kohlberg case where the judge did allow Bryan Kohlberg to wear street clothes. This is different, though, because the judge actually has to balance security versus fairness. The Constitution guarantees Americans the presumption of innocence. But here's the issue today. We're facing Tyler Robinson and a security watch, and the prosecution, now these documents are sealed, but we know that the prosecution's clearly arguing that he's a security threat and he should be in shackle and in jail clothing. And there is precedent for this. The Supreme Court has said if there's an essential state interest, which security is, then the judge is really going to have to weigh both fairness and state security. And I think this constitutional question will be compelling. The way he answers it is going to be a massive, interesting constitutional issue that will ripple into other cases as well.
And also, if you're the prosecution, I think you need to think about how hard you fight this, because you never want something like what the guy's wearing in court to potentially hurt your case, even if you win, when defense appeals. I think they need to be very, very cautious about that, because they do have more or less an airtight case. You don't want the guy's clothes to ruin any of that. Meantime, Mehek, I got to get your thoughts on this. Everybody is talking about this. Over 30 people, including NBA coaches and players, mafia members even, arrested as part of a massive sports betting investigation. Let's take a listen to FBI Director Kash Patel on Ingram last night, explaining the details.
They literally had scanners at the poker tables, where they literally had professional athletes in the NBA walk off the court so their proposition bets could be met, is a coordinated scheme with La Cosa Nostra and the individuals that we arrested today. And it's been going on for some time. And we are going to continue to work this investigation and those that have been arrested today to make sure that illegal gambling empires embedded with the La Cosa Nostra are brought down, whether they're in the NBA or anywhere else.
The details of this are crazier than any movie. On the one hand, you have exactly what Kash Patel just said. You had players tanking, for lack of a better word, in order to reward the people that bet the under, whether it's that team losing, the number of points being under, or prop bets on the individual players. And then you have this illegal poker game scheme where all these big bettors, these whales, if you will, came into these poker events where there was a star there, like a Chauncey Billups. A lot of people would want to play poker with him. But there were loaded shufflers. There were x-ray tables, hidden cameras. It is absolutely wild. My question for you, Mehek, what comes next? Are these people, the ones that were publicly arrested yesterday, are they just the first step in an effort to get bigger people, maybe get these individuals arrested yesterday to flip and bring in these bigger people? What do you think?
Todd, I absolutely agree with you. There's going to be so many individual people that are going to see what happened and start flipping. And anytime the mafia is involved, you look and sit back and watch a movie unfolding today. And what I'm going to sit back and wonder is, are there going to be RICO charges? Because if you think about money laundering, extortion, crossing state lines, there's a criminal scheme and an enterprise. And this is just the first step that FBI Kash Patel director has taken to ensure that he is going to seek justice and accountability. It is quite an interesting case. But again, we need far more evidence to come out. And I love how there was pushback about the FBI raiding homes. I mean, when we're sitting back and wondering what additional evidence there is, you don't get to turn yourself in. That's not a luxury you get in the United States of America when you're committing a crime.
One other thing, and then we have to leave it there. One of the townhouses where this alleged illegal poker game, one of the places where they were, was rented at the time by Kylie Jenner. Now, to be absolutely clear, she was not implicated in any of the complaints. Just a factoid to watch, see how it plays out, because this story literally is going to get weirder and weirder as we go along. Now that we're bringing the Kardashians in, there you go. Mehek Cook, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.